Good evening, Internet. I'm Dave Morris, and welcome to The Play. We'll take a look at some of the stories you can find in the May 17th edition of The Oklahoman. Some of the stories we're looking at today: an update on the Rebecca Bryan trial, high school graduation season gets underway, and a local charity is sponsoring a big reveal for an Iraq War veteran. Here to tell me more about these stories, Nick Tragakis. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Sure, Dave.
And a couple experts testified today in the Rebecca Bryan trial.
Yeah, this is out in the Canadian County Court, and to this point, the trial has focused mainly on the character of Rebecca Bryan, how she reacted in the moments after her husband was killed. We got into some forensic testimony from OSBI investigators today. They testified about where they found certain evidence in the house, including, of course, in the dryer where there was a gun found. They've said that this gun matches up to a bullet that was found in the fire chief, and that it belongs to Rebecca Bryan. The testimony that we heard from investigators today sort of disputes Rebecca Bryan's version of the evening at hand. So definitely something for the jury to chew on there.
Plenty of archive coverage of this story, of course, can be found online at newsok.com. And Nick, it's cap and gown season, and Emerson High School kicks off the high school graduation season, if you will, tonight.
Yeah, this is our first Oklahoma City graduation. Of course, they're going to be happening in schools all over the metro, but as far as our part of the state, the biggest school district we have is Oklahoma City, and they'll be going straight almost every night here for the next 2 weeks. We're going to be going out to shoot some photos and video of Emerson, and more importantly, we're going to be taking a really close look this graduation season at Douglas High School, which, if you are familiar with some of our education coverage, you'll know that they've had a lot of problems with grades there, different kind of controversies and scandals at the school. And for a time, there was thoughts that many of the Douglas seniors might not be able to graduate this year. So we're expecting numbers pretty soon on that, and we'll be giving the readers everything that'll get them up to speed on where these Douglas students stand. Very
good, and congrats to all the graduates out there. One final story: an Iraq War veteran gets his home remodeled. Local charity is Home Depot taking care of this transformation. The big reveal is Friday.
Yeah, this is one of these feel-good stories that we like to tell in the newspaper. This is an Iraq War vet. He was caught up in 3 different IED attacks, got a Purple Heart, has bad vision as a result of the attacks, has back injuries that he deals with, dealt with PTSD, and a lot of things that the soldiers and service members have to deal with when they come back from the military, or their service overseas, I should say. His house was in really bad shape. And fixing it himself had become just a real hardship because he wasn't able to do the work. So a group that supports Purple Heart veterans and Home Depot got together, remodeled the kitchen, new floors, new windows, all kinds of stuff. And the family has kind of been kept in the dark. They know it's going on, but they haven't seen it. And tomorrow they're going to see it for the first time. So that should be a pretty neat moment for them.
Oh, that's great. Great stuff. All right, Nick, thanks so much for your time today.
Sure.
Look for these stories and plenty more coverage online at newsok.com and in the Friday edition of The Oklahoman. Have a great evening, everyone.